Hey guys, GW coming to you live. Hey, this video is for one person. He heard me do my Dusty Rhodes impression and he said, hey, can you do a promo about me? So I did a little Triple H for him the other day and he said, you know what? Do it. So Mitch, you know who you are, and I want you to know that when I do this, I always said to you that I was the best on YouTube and I am better than you and you know it, but you guys already know that. He told me to go hard. So I said, okay. So I want you to take a good look around. I don't have any cliff notes or anything. I'm just going to shoot from the hip. So you can see, got the Triple H retro shirt on. And this is not, I'm not the best at it. But we're going to give it a try and see where we end up. So without further ado, my Triple H promo on Mitch. Now keep in mind, for those of you casually watching, I have no beef with Mitch. Me and Mitch are like brothers. We just share a love of wrestling. So I don't want anyone seeing this and thinking I'm really going to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put that out there. So here goes. Triple H, promo on Mitch. Here we go. You know something? Last week, I'm sitting there, walking down the hall, and Mitch comes past and hits me with a steel chair and drops me. And when I come to, I had blood running out of the side of my head, down my eyes, and I got carried away in a stretcher. And it really, really pissed me off because I had a main event title shot last Monday. So as you can see, I'm out of the hospital. And I'm really, really upset. And the whole time I was in the hospital, Mitch he's just going around getting the people to cheer for them. And Mitch, your fantasy is over. Because while you were coming up, I was crippling people. I was winning titles. I was the man around here. I was the game. When you hit me with a steel chair, you signed your own death warrant. So the next pay-per-view we have is SummerSlam. You've never competed a big match in your life. I have been on the grandest stage of them all. I have put people like Stone Cold, Benoit, Mick Foley, The Rock. I put them down, Mitch. And do you know why? Because I am the game, the cerebral assassin. I can think 5 steps ahead of you before you even think of the first step, Mitch, and that's not a joke. So by my calculations, SummerSlam is in August. August 23rd. Which means this Monday on Raw, I'm coming to Sacramento. And you're a marked man. Because at SummerSlam, what you signed last week was a contract for an unsanctioned match. What is an unsanctioned match, you ask? Well,
Good question, Mitch. And as smart as you are, and as courageous as you are, I thought you would have read the lines a little bit more carefully. Because basically, it's a piece of paper that says I can do any damn thing I want to you. I want to beat you in an inch of your life with a barbed wire bat. I'm going to do it. If I want to pedigree you out in the parking lot, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it in front of your family, Mitch. I'm going to do it in front of your girl, Mitch. And I'm going to make you beg within an inch of your life. Because what you did to put me in the hospital, you almost ended my career. So look at me, Mitch, when I tell you, at SummerSlam, your career will be ended before it starts. And the other thing that contract said, you can't touch me, Jack. Which means if you have a match, I can interfere. Which means if you're leaving the arena, you better watch your back, because if you touch me in any way, you will be stripped of your Intercontinental title. And you will be fired. So the question you have to ask yourself, Mitch, is, are you ready to play the game? Are you ready to go for the big championship? Do you have what it takes to beat me? Because, Mitch, I don't think you do. I don't think you have the guts to step in the ring at SummerSlam. Which is fine too, because if you don't show up, you are suspended for 120 days. And who knows? Maybe in that 120 days, I'll show up at your door and I'll kick the living hell out of you there. So my advice to you, show up and face me. Because if you don't, every Monday Night Raw that you go to, I will be 2 steps behind you. You wanted it. You asked for it. Things are going to get bloody. They're going to get out of control. And we are talking, Mitch, a level of violence that WWE has never, ever seen before. You wanted it. You got it. And believe me when I tell you, you will be sorry you asked for it. And that's really all I gotta say. When you hit me, you just threw your career in the garbage.
So there you go. Classic Triple H promo. I hope that was pretty good, Mitch. By the way, man, tell Allie I said what's up. So on a lighter note, today I come home, my phone line's blowing up. Trump got indicted. I don't know what to say about that. Nicolas Cage, you guys, if you haven't been following this, is going to be on Dead by Daylight. You know that game where you are the survivor or the killer? He's going to be in there in some capacity. Check that out. Avatar: The Way of Water is apparently on, I think, 8 or Max now, it's called. You know, and also all you motorheads, all you Fast and the Furious fans can watch Fast X now on Paramount Plus. Or not Paramount Plus, Amazon. It's $25. We bought the 4K, which is only like $5 or $6 cheaper. Or, you know, so yeah, check that out. Oh, one other thing. I want to talk about something really quick. You know, because if you guys didn't care about that promo, I want you to know, horror stuff. That's what you come to me for. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game, brought to us by Gun Media. Gun Media is the same guys that did Friday the 13th. And speaking of Friday the 13th, the video game, the PC game, if you own that, I read some sad news this morning. It is going to stop being available to play on December of 2023. Apparently, the lawsuit that Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham have had has really crippled this game and made it non-existent. Now, the way that I read it this morning is that maybe we won't be able to play the multiplayer, but maybe playing after as, Jason and killing bots, maybe we can still do that. I really hope so, because sometimes I pass the time, and yes, I play a couple of rounds of bot matches. However, Gun Media has said that they are focused on their next game, which is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is supposed to drop in August. As far as I can tell, everything I've read from everybody on Gun Media and Twitter have said this game is not going to go the way of Friday the 13th, which it's pretty awesome because, there's no lawsuits. Kim Henkel and Tebey Hooper, they own the characters, they own the rights. The only thing that's screwed up is Gun Media did say that if you want, like, Leatherface from Part 3, they might not be able to do that because of licensing rights. So my guess is, based on looking at the gameplay trailer, is that they took elements from the first and second movie and combined them into one game. Because you have the house from the first movie, you have the subterranean tunnels from the second movie, and who knows, maybe if you're down there running away from the family members, maybe you'll see a zombified Franklin from the second movie, that would be really cool, But that was the only issue they said. They said they can't incorporate characters like they did with the Friday the 13th scheme, but hey, you know what? If this game can last longer than Friday the 13th, I say bring it on. What else was I going to talk about? That's basically about it. But yeah, I wanted to cut that promo for my man Mitch. Stupid thing was, I tried cutting a promo for him the other day, and I didn't put it on here. I just shot it through my phone. I went to send it to him. It says my file's too large. I was like, all right, well, whatever. So, but Mitch, I got number love for him. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that was good. But yeah, payback's a bitch, brother. But no, Mitch, and everybody else, man. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I will probably be on here at some point this weekend reviewing something. Don't know what. There's a lot of more horror movies on. And Terrifier is back in the theaters now. You guys can check it out. The Last Drive-In has taken a hiatus. They'll be back June 23rd. You guys can check out Joe Bob and Darcy, the mail girl. My two favorite people. My wife, then them two. But you guys can check them out. And on the real, just waiting to play AEW Fight Forever, So that's right around the corner at the end of June. So hopefully we can get some good gameplay, and be smashing people, and all that stuff. But yeah, just wanted to get on here, cut my man Mitch promo. All right, man. GW. Peace out.